Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to our final show of today. This is a wonderful evening because, of course, sorry, we just had double checking we were all right and we were live then. Say hello if you can hear me, and of course, give us a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me as well. A big thank you for joining us for today. We've had a wonderful day. It has been glorious. This morning's show almost feels like yesterday, doesn't it? It was almost literally 12 hours ago. So, we have got for you back in stock the clear candle making. Okay, it's sold out this morning at 8 a.m. So I know a lot of you might be joining us this evening for some demos and inspiration. You might be thinking, well, I'll just come back to watch and have fun. But we do actually have it back in stock for you, which is amazing. And of course, it is your brand new clear gel medium. I'm going to go into all of the details as well throughout our show in just a few moments. But it is amazing. Everyone this morning, we had such a fun show. It was unbelievable. Of course, we did sell out of quite a lot of our items, including some of our moulds, but we've got a couple of units left of a few of them that bounced back that may have just not checked out towards the end of that show. So you might be within the chance to get hold of one of those. But before we get into all of our deals and our candle making offers tonight, I'm just going to share with you how you shop with us here at Highlight Crafts Live Shop. And it's a really fun, easy, simple way to shop with us. You can join us live, of course, on Facebook and on Instagram. And during the show, you'll see the comments feed underneath. Now, in those comments, you can type in the codes that I'm going to share with you, which, of course, are appropriate to our products. So if you want to get your candle making kit home to your front door today, all you need to do is type the comments in by typing shop bundle. Now, of course, each product will have a different code, but as soon as you type that into the comments, you'll automatically receive a direct message on your inbox. So on Facebook or Instagram, go to your messages after the show. You'll see a link inside your messages with your reservation number. So click on that link. It'll redirect you straight over to the Highlight Crafts website. And then when you get to the website, you can log into your Highlight Crafts account. Then, of course, it gives you additional benefits. So you want to check out, log in and check out. But of course, being a Highlight Crafts Club member, if you're not one already, it's free to join. Of course, you will get additional discount when you spend £35 or over here on our shows. And as well, when you, of course, are a member, you get additional discounts, you get latest updates, exclusive offers, you get to know about products launching first before anybody else in most cases. It's a great place to be and it's free to sign up. Talking of the website as well, we are also streaming live on there as well, so you can join us on the website, have fun, sit back, relax, shop ahead. You'll see all of the products down the side of the screen and you'll see the basket icon that you just need to click on, and that, of course, will check out your order for you. And we also are streaming live on YouTube, which is brilliant. It means you can join us on all of those platforms and even pop us on your telly if you really want to. It's entirely up to you. But big hello to each and every one of you this evening. Good evening, Fran, as well. Fran says, anyone who missed it this morning, watch it. It was funny. Do you know what, Fran? I do actually have a little candle with me. So if you're all wanting to see the candle from this morning, you're going to have to put in the comments that you want to see the candle, okay? We had a candle that I demolded for you out of, and I'm not going to go any further. I'm just going to show you the mold that I used. I used this very mold here to make a clear candle out of. I didn't quite anticipate the way that the show was going to go. I did it as a test, and it was hilarious. So if you want to see the candle, you're going to have to let us know. Stephanie as well. Oh, you just can't help lowering the tone. Stephanie, it's not me. It was everybody else. Honestly, you thought it was all my idea. I don't think so. It might have been. Good evening, Diane, as well. Looking forward to the show. I am as well. It's going to be brilliant. We've got brand new candle making mediums for you as well, which just continues that journey. Good evening, Lorraine, Jeanette. We've got Louise. We've got Carol. Loads of you are getting involved this evening's show. So keep the comments coming through. Keep me company. Of course, I've got the lovely Sam on cameras this evening. Hi, Sam. And I also have Sophie as well in the corner producing and directing our show too. This is where it all starts. So we're going to begin with our candle making kit. And as I mentioned earlier, this did sell out, okay? Complete sellout on this one, and also the wax individually. The team have worked their magic. And when I say team, Stephanie has done what I thought would have been impossible for us to be able to bring you the show again this evening live. We have got the 500 grams of brand new clear gel medium. Now this works in the exact same way as your standard soy wax or your paraffin wax, in that you melt it down and then you create your very own completely transparent candles with it. So you can see, even when they are set, they still have that rubberized state, okay? So you can see, I can stick my finger in there and show you that it's squidgy, all right? You want to put it into a burner pot, or of course in the microwave or in a saucepan, whichever way you melt it. You can see here I've got some that's just started to go, and it is fabulous. Now, it's almost like syrup when it's in a liquid state, okay? It starts to melt at around about 65 degrees, so ever so slightly higher than your soy wax, but of course not all that much higher. You can still work in very similar parameters with it as well, and it's safe to work with too. It is a clear medium. It's built up from a polymer and also natural mineral, okay? So when you're working with it, you don't have to wear gloves. I don't, because most crafts I don't really wear gloves unless I'm using really intense inks. But again, just wash your hands after you've been using it, as you would anyway with candle making. But you can mix micas in with it as well if you want to tint it. So you've got beautiful finishes here, as well as setting things in it. Well, now when I say setting things in it, we're going to finish one off that we started today. But we have our square candle jars also on the show. So I actually set in some dried flowers. So these flowers are set inside a channel that was created between two candle jars. So if I just grab these here as an example, make it really clear and simple for everybody at home, what I did was I popped my smaller jar inside my larger one like this, okay? So I now have a channel around it. You could fill this with water, but I popped all of my dried flowers inside that channel and just poked them down with my scissors to keep them in place. And then I sprinkled in some more dried flowers and I filled it all up with the clear candle wax. And of course it's set like jelly for us. If I just put my scissors there, you can see, look, it's set like jelly, it's bouncy. And then that's not going to get in contact with the flame because I filled the center one up with wax. So that's our wax candle, and the exterior is of course our fabulous clear, which means this whole thing would illuminate and light up as we're working with it. If we are able to, in a few moments time, we're going to turn the studio lights off and you'll see how the flame carries through the entirety of this incredible candle. Are we all right to quickly turn them off for just a second? And I'm going to quickly share with you that look at this. When, of course, look at that, the whole candle lights up because that flame goes through all of that clear wax. Thank you, Sophie. Lights. There we go. So you can see you've got that fabulous candle there for you. So again, candle making, you can make wax melts with these. You can still add your oils to them. You can still colour it, tint it, add micas, add glitter. So let's go through the bundle and see exactly what you get inside this fabulous brand new kit. So you, today, shop bundle for just £24.99, you are going to get one of your candle jars, so one of your glass candle jars. It comes to you like this. It's got a lid on it, okay? And it also has a seal. So inside there, it does come with a seal, which is removable and replaceable.
So the bundle is shown is sold out.
Oh,
At the minute.
okay. We're working on
a couple that haven't been checked out.
Okay.
So if you haven't checked out already.
If you haven't, thank you, Sophie. Okay, we are working on this issue at the moment for you. The bundle is showing sold out. We are working on it. If you have it in your basket already from this morning, please check out, because at this point now, if somebody else types shop bundle into the comments, it will pop it into their basket and you won't be able to check out yours because it won't be there anymore. Okay, someone could go to the website now and add it to their basket. So we quite literally need to check out your order. We are working on it because we do have it back in stock for you. Of course, the imagery at the moment is just saying that it is sold out. We're working on it to get it changed for you. It has been an incredible rush to get it all back sorted for you. But shall we have a little look at some of our other items on the show? Now, we have for you a brand new mould, and I think there's literally one or two of these left, especially as we went to the show, there was only a couple left. This is Shop Bowl. It's £17.99. This is your brand new mould that you can use with your resin cast. You can use it with your UV, or you could use it with your epoxy resin. It makes an incredible candle holder where you can place your very own wicks inside here to get a beautiful result. It almost is like marble inside here. It gives you an exquisite finish. It is beautiful, and that's Shop Bowl at £17.99. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Look at that.
Hello,
Dan just
everybody.
appeared.
Ta-da! As if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared.
Right.
If you are old enough to know that reference, hello. So just to let you know, we have got 7 of the bundles on the website. We're not quite sure why they're not working if you type shop bundle, but if you go to the website and put it in your basket, you can check out. We only have 7 left.
Wow.
So we do have more of the clear wax on its own. So if you bought it earlier and you want to stock up on a bit more, you can do that. but also the bundles. Just jump on the website and grab them. So, yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you
Okay,
for letting us
that's
know,
all right.
Dan. That's
No
brilliant.
problem. All right. I will see
Thank
you.
you. See you later. So, of course, head on straight over to the website to get yours now. As Dan said, there's only 7 of them left. And what that means is there's not enough for everybody, okay? But the clear wax itself, if you did go for the kit already this morning, you can go for additional wax. And maybe, of course, for you, you've got all your candle making equipment. You've got everything that you need. You've got your wicks, you've got your molds, you've got your jars, the lot, the whole kit and caboodle. If you just want the clear wax today, you can go for the 500-gram pack of clear wax. It's shop gel, and it is just £17.99. Okay, a third of the stock has already gone. I've just blown my candle out. I've just done it because I thought I'm going to put a piece of paper over that, and I just don't want to, honestly. But you've seen it lit. A third of the stock has already gone. We're going to do some demos imminently with this bundle, but please get it while we've got it. Already, the back in stock, a third of it is in allocation. It's shop gel. It's £17.99. Now look at this. How flexible it is. Now you can quite literally stretch it and tear it, or you can cut it with your scissors as well when you're breaking it down. So if I was to pop some into my mold, you can see how it snips really easily. You can also tint it again with your mica powders. It melts at about 60 to 65 degrees, okay? That's when it becomes into a liquid form. You can see I turned my melting pot off here and it's going much thicker now, but look at that. When it is poured and set inside those molds, it is just exquisite, okay? It's soft, it stays in this form. If you were still unhappy with this, you can remelt it down again. You can keep melting it. It's entirely up to you in whichever way you want to work with it. But of course, that bundle over at the website, I was just about to share with you the details of what you get in there. You get 15 pieces, okay? You get 15 wicks, all with their rubber stamp holders as well. So it's an adhesive foam that attaches your wick to the base of your candle. You get 15 in there. You're going to get a 2-pack of your Arteza gold and silver of your glitters. You're also going to get that 500-gram wax in the bundle. You're going to get 3 of your candle wick holders as well. Now you've got your cross section, which is your quad, you've got your trio, and you also have your singular arm, okay? So these 3 here allow you to stabilize the wick. So for example, you can see there, the wick stays centralized and stabilized through the curing process of the wax, making the whole project far more enjoyable, but also it means you don't have to sit and watch it dry. You can leave it and get on with whatever you want to do next. You're also inside there going to get that glass jar. Now the whole kit for you is £24.99. You're saving £18.96 on this one. So for comparison there, you can see that essentially you're getting your wax for free along with some of the goodies inside there, because the wax on its own is £17.99. So I would definitely be going for the bundle. I would 100% be going for additional gel wax, because you will have seen how quickly it sold out this morning. So in anticipation of that happening again, I would go for extra wax. I'm just sorting my wooden spoon out there. There we go. Just going to have a quick look at our comments as well, for those of you getting involved. Crafters this morning had the worst minds ever, lol, says Fran. Evening, Terry. Good evening, everybody. Jonathan says he's glad he didn't watch this morning with his mum. I never even thought of that. Oh my goodness, Jonathan, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that would have been quite an experience for you, bless. Well, actually, I didn't do anything. It was everybody else's minds, okay? I don't know what everyone's laughing at. Bridget Shepherd, same name of the wobbly candle. We're not going there. We're not going to the wobbly candle yet. I'm going to share with you what else we have on our show, okay? And we'll come back to that later on. Again, I mentioned to you we have Shop Bowley, brand new mould for you today. This here is your resin cast figure, of course, the demoulding of this. You can use all sorts of mediums inside here. I'm going to show you tomorrow how you can tint your resin cast with brand new Cadence ink sprays. In there, you're going to get a mould that comes with the lid and the base itself, but it's so refreshing to have brand new moulds within our stash now. And £17.99 is going to get you that very mould there. Not a great deal of those left though, everybody. We've also got our candle jars on the show. Now this here is shop jar. If you want to go for extra jars, they're a wonderful almost conical shape that you've got here with a taper off towards the top. They've got your screw lids which tighten nicely. They are designed, of course, as well for candles and for food items if you're making your own jams, your own desserts, things like that. You just give them a good sterilising wash. But again, you could paint the caps, you could paint the actual glassware, but having a small candle inside there looks wonderful, and I'll make one of those throughout our show today so you can see what they look like. We also, I'm going to skip our paints for now. I'm going to come back to them. We have brand new moulds down this end of the counter as well. Now, not many of these left at all. We're talking a couple of units, okay? This is a set where in this bundle, I believe it is shop trinket. And this here gets you your square, your hexagon, and your heart mould with the lids. Okay, so you're going to get the lid and the base itself. So you can see you can make your wonderful rubber candles. They are absolutely fabulous. Your clear gel candles and your standard candles. $39.99 is going to get you a bag of the resin cast and 3 of the moulds together. Okay, that is a bonkers deal. Resin cast on its own is usually about $29.99, something like that. So you're essentially getting all of your moulds there for like a tenner, okay? And you're getting your square, your heart, and your hexagon, all with their lids, which of course sits beautifully just on the tops of them. All of those in there for you today. Shop trinket to get those. Unbelievable deal, because you need your resin cast to make the mould, and then you fill it with your wax. Also as well, we have shop flour on the show for $14.99, and the reason why you're going to want this, of course, is because you've got all of those dried flower embellishments inside here. Now that is what I used to create this. You can see on here, I went through with my gypsophilia, my baby's breath. I also use a teeny tiny little dyed flowers as well, which looks exquisite. Now this here is $14.99. You get inside here your bunny tails, you get your wonderful little sprigs. You also get your individual florals, but look at all of this. You've also got twine in there for finishing off and tying around for your tags, and you get these fabulous, you get 2 of these little pots packed full of miniature dried flower heads. And, not to forget, you get your tags too. So you've got all of your hole punch tags in your craft card and your off-white card as well. And you have all of these bunny tail stems and all of this to work with. There's tons inside here. It's going to last you such a long time, but it looks great set inside those candles. We'll do some more of that during our show this evening. Just going to have a little look at our comments as well as we've got coming through. I need to remember to put this on charge in between shows. Karen says, glad you said that and not me. I was just about to. Oh dear. Oh, it's okay. So the bundle, of course, please go to the website. We have got, Diane's dropped a link into the comments as well. So if you see that comment, which is on Diane's comment, it will take you to the website, and that's where you can find, of course, the bundle. Put it in your basket and check it out there for you, okay? That is the best way to do it. So if you want to do that, there was only 7 left, I imagine. There's only 5 left now, guys. So it is going to go again. So definitely get that in your basket right now, and then it's yours, okay? But when it is in your basket, please do remember to check out, because we are now in one of those situations where more people are wanting that than we have available. So it's one of those moments, okay? Something we didn't get to share with you this morning is your accessory kit, okay? Now this comes with your needle and a lolly stick and, of course, some wick inside there. You get a metre of wick. Now this here is shop wick. It's $4.99. Gets you everything you need if you're working with your silicone moulds. So of course, if you want to thread it through, so if you want to make a candle like this, of course I use the clear gel for this one, but if you want to make a candle out of your wax, I'm not moving it. If you want to make a candle out of your wax, you thread it through the base of your mould and through the top, and then you can see that's where the wick sticks out from the top, just like that. That needle is essential within this process. Okay, so again, with something like this, this allows you to be able to create candles effortlessly and easily. We also have all of the scents and oils on our show, okay? We have got the pub scent, we've got the holiday scent, and we've got the nature scent as well. I'm going to take you through your first one here, which is your pub scent, okay? Now this is like your men's pubs, but it's actually filled with wonderful, wonderful fragrances. Inside here you're going to get your dragon's blood, sandalwood, you're going to get cedarwood, bay rum, you're also going to get sweet tobacco and leather. So, if you're making your projects and your candles for gentlemen in your life, or maybe you're a gentleman yourself and you want to make something that's going to be for you, I would be going for this bundle. I love the smells that you get inside here. Do you know what? A mixture of them all together smells lovely. But of course you can choose the one. I mean, new leather. I love the smell of new leather. But again, you've got a wonderful collection. And it's quite strange when you say sweet tobacco. We bought a candle from the seaside that was honey and tobacco flavour, and I was really curious as to what it would smell like when I got it home and when it was lit, because obviously I only saw it in the shop and be able to smell the wax, and it smelled beautiful. When I lit it, it was one of the nicest smells ever. Unfortunately, that shop, when I'd gone back, had actually closed down, and it was the most amazing handmade candle ever, and I can't seem to get it now, but I'm curious as to whether I could recreate it with that tobacco smell inside there. So we also have for you your holiday scents too. That was Shop Pub at £8.99. This one here is Shop Holiday, £8.99. Again, you've got a set of 6 inside there for you. You're going to be getting inside here your gingerbread, your brown sugar, your forest pine, your pumpkin pie. You've also got your Christmas wreath, and in there as well, you do also have your harvest spice. A wonderful, rich collection of fragrances for you there. Come beautifully packaged in their own cardboard box as well, divided equally with 6 different scents in there for you to explore. Just to let you know as well, the scents and oils, when working them with candles or diffusers, etc., or reeds, just make sure they're right for you, especially if you have sensitive skin or pets in and around your home or children. Just make sure they're right for you and your family, and do a little bit of research on them as well. I would always advise to do that. Also as well, Shop Nature is going to give you this selection of 6. This is like, oh, that one's sold out, I'm afraid, guys. So you can see how busy we have been today for all of your fragrances as well. Now, candle paints we have on the show. You want to paint your soy wax projects with this one, not necessarily a clear gel. Your clear gel is designed to be completely transparent, but you can tint it with, of course, your candle dyes and micas, but you don't want to paint it with your candle waxes, okay? So we have all of the sets here for you. Shop Vintage being the one at the top of our display. This is your like Christmas collection, okay? £18.99 for these. Now, I loved it when Cadence brought these out because it allows you to paint a handmade candle or a shop-bought candle. It's made from either paraffin or soy wax, and you can paint it and burn it, okay? It's completely water-based. It's designed to go onto the candle surface. It almost forms like an extra skin of wax to the candle, but in whatever colour you want to work with. Shop Vintage there is £18.99 for you. You do have savings on all of these bundles, all at £18.99. You also have Serenity, which is your muted tones here, your pastels for maybe spring. That there is Shop Serenity at £18.99. That's set 2. Set 3 down here for you is Shop Heritage, okay? Again, £18.99 for you there. That is your set 3. Wonderful array of colours. Set 4 for you just here as well has that beautiful, one of my favourite petroleum colours in there. And as well, you have your cyclamen, you've got that wonderful aqua colour, and you've got your amethyst. That is Shop Timeless for your Timeless collection. And then to round it all off for you, we do have the Heirloom collection, the Heirloom, okay? £18.99 with your emerald green, your rich gold, that sax blue, and the jet black, okay? All 4 of those, £18.99. Go for the one that suits you. Of course, they go directly onto the surface of your candle with sponge or a brush. Full coverage to give you strong pigmentation and, of course, colorization on your candles, okay? I'm going to have a little look at some of our comments as well coming through, because I know lots of you have been joining us today. Karen says it was hilarious. A few have had a little glimpses. Julie says David's been very coy this evening. Am I, Julie? You know, I'm just playing it cool, Guess so. Of course, talking of your candle paints, going on to your wax, you're going to want your soy wax to create your candles with, okay? It's a wonderful cream-based wax. Inside here, you're getting a 500-gram bag, ample wax to work with, okay? You're going to provide you with tons. You're going to get loads of little jar candles out of this, and you can use it for your larger molds too. Of course, it's a natural product, okay? It is derived, of course, from the soybean. It's more eco-friendly. It burns, of course, at a lower temperature and melts at a lower temperature, and it produces 90% less soot. It's also water soluble, so if you're going to use it in your craft room and you do spill any of it, please do be cautious because it's going to be hot, but at the same time, it will clean up really easily once it's set with just soap and water. That's all you need to remember, okay? Now, what I'm going to do for you is, shall we have a look at a demo? Sophie, is there anything else you'd like me to cover off at all, lovey?
No,
we're going to have a look, okay?
Can we just remind people to check out the basket?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sophie has just mentioned as well, and I'm really glad she has, to remind you all to check out your baskets, especially from earlier as well. If you did join us for that 8 a.m. show, really busy, okay? The kit sold out really quick. The wax on its own sold out really quick. You could still get the wax on its own, okay? But if you got it in your basket, you've got the bundle sat within your basket, and you joined us this morning thinking, no, I'm fine, I'll sit back and watch the show and I'll check out after me tea. You can't. You've got to check out now because it might be gone. And I don't want any of you to be disappointed. I don't want to pressure you into checking out. only for the reason of the fact that it might not be there. And of course, I don't know when we're going to get the full kit back in. I know we were able to sort out some stock for a very small quantity, but I don't know how far that goes. I know that we had 7 when Dan came in. We were down to 5. I think we've only got a couple left now. So we're at that point where we're limited stock for this bundle. The actual wax on its own, the clear gel wax, of course, you can get that individually still. So don't worry if you want to get involved in this craft. You're not left out. There's still something for you. Shop gel, $17.99. In fact, there's still something for everybody, but not much of it, because that bundle, you can, of course, access it via the website. You just have to go to the Highlight Crafts website and you'll find it on there. That's how you can add it to your basket. Go to the live show, add it to your basket, check out your order. The clear gel wax is shop gel. It's $17.99. You do have a £4 saving on that, so individually you're still getting a great price too. Right, let's have a little look, shall we? I'm going to pop these jars just behind me. And we're going to do some candle making. So you can see here the utensil I've been using. When it is actually dried, it peels off everything really easily. So the cleanup is super, super easy. It's fabulous. Look at that, how it all just peels off. Isn't it cool, Sam? Yeah. So you can see in my melting pot here, I've got it melting away. And you want to always make sure to keep check of your temperature parameters. I've got a little bit of mica left over inside this pot, but that's not going to be an issue for us. That'll be fine. My melting pot is currently switched off. Now, the fact that I'm sharing it with you in a melting pot is a bit of a sneak peek as to what might be coming soon. We may be having some melting pots in, which I'm really excited about. But you can melt it, of course, on the hob. Always have a pan designated for your candle making. Pop it into a saucepan. Either it's an electric induction or a gas hob. Just make sure to have it at a very low simmer temperature. Let the pan warm through gently. Don't add the wax to a hot pan. Make sure the pan has become nice and warm before, of course, you add it, because you don't want to add it, it'll be too hot on contact. Let it warm up all together and then it will start to melt. Just do a continuous stir. You don't want to do mixed stirs, really thick and heavy. You're going to introduce oxygen into that, and you want to, if anything, reduce that from happening. Also, you don't want to splash it. It'll take a couple of minutes in a microwave periodically, between 30 seconds. You can also heat and melt it down in a microwavable glass jug, okay, or whatever microwavable container you've got, which you can easily take in and out of the microwave with a handle. That's going to really help you with that process. Every 30 seconds, just give it a check. It should take no longer than 3 minutes though. So what I'm going to do is go back to our candle wax. We can see that it is melted down perfectly, and we're going to just check the temperature, what we're working with here. I'm going to dip my thermometer into my candle wax medium. Right, so far I'm at 30 degrees. I've jumped up now to 46, 52, let's have a look, 58. We can see we're definitely over 60 because we're at liquid state. I'm going to say it's probably going to be around about 80 that we've got here. 72, 74, and it's peaking at mid-70s, okay? So that means we're at a prime temperature that we can work with. Brilliant, okay? So never pour if it's over 100 degrees. If you get over 120 degrees with your wax, it's far too hot. You definitely need to let it cool before you pour it into anything. You are at risk of cracking any glassware if you pour it in too hot, okay? So there's a little few safety features, or should I say safety, really sort of guidelines I would share with you to make sure you're going to do this in the proper way. I'm using a wooden utensil inside here because I'm working on a non-stick pan. If you're working in glassware, or of course a saucepan, always try and use a wooden utensil. You can use metal stirrers if you're working in stainless steel, but you just don't want to scratch or of course take any of that interior off. I'm going to work onto one of our dessert jars for this, okay? You do get one of the candle jars inside your bundle. Now, when you work onto any glassware, it's advisable to either use an antibacterial, alcohol rub, or of course clean them thoroughly with washing up liquid and let them be bone dry and free of any dust or grease. I'm just cleaning this one with a wipe here, it'll be fine. But you want to make sure that you're not leaving any soap left behind. Oh, I've got a little cut on my finger and that hurts. Do you know when it goes in and it's like, oh, don't clip that clip. Oh dear. Think things through, David. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is you can get the pack of wicks individually too. So shop wick is £4.99. You can get, oh sorry, is that the wick accessory pack?
No, that's shop wick is the...
Shop wick is this one. That one there is going to get you the additional pack of 15 wicks inside there, which you can go for. So I'm going to use one of mine. Now my foam pads as well, They're somewhere in my trolley. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some red liner tape, okay? Because we can also use this, but you're going to get your foam pads included as a bonus, so use those, okay? But I'm going in with some red liner, which is safe to use, and I'm going to just pop this on the base of my wick, okay? And then I'm just going to trim off any excess. Your foam pads are really, really easy to work with as well, but I know that bundle is dwindling in stock, so I don't want to open any of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my backing of my tape just off of here. There we go, let's have a little look. And we're going to sit it down inside our candle jar, okay? Just like that for us. Good to go. It's now positioned in place. Now what we also want to do is use our holders. Now these do come in our bundle. If you've not gone for the bundle though, or you've unfortunately missed out on it, Sophie, do we know if we have any left? There might be only a couple though.
It's still showing as 5. But
It's still showing as 5.
are saying that they can't get it. So I don't know.
Okay. So it's still showing at the moment as 5, but it's actually showing for you at home that it's sold out. So if you do still want it, please do try and add it to your basket on the website. We can't say for sure whether it 100% has or hasn't sold out. All that we know is that if everybody's checked out with it in their basket, it will be gone, okay? Now the holders you can get individually, these are brilliant. This is shop holder, and it is just £4.99. Now for these, what you're going to get is your long stem here for your elongated projects, so maybe for your glass jars or maybe for larger vessels or moulds that you've made. You've also got a 3-wick display holder as well here, which is your try, and then you also have your quad, okay, so you've got ones to work with 4. Now that means you can do multi-wick candles, which means I could pour it in here and place this over and have 4 separate wicks, so we'll do that one afterwards. We're going to do our glass jar first though, okay? So I'm going to save, in fact, actually, I'll do 3 wicks in that one. So I'm going to pop it on top of my jar, so now I've got it safe. And I've got this one here. In my stash, I will have got one, let's have a little look, and grab mine from down here. As well, for those of you who are waiting in anticipation to see the floppy candle, I'm going to pop it just to the side. I actually almost dropped I absolutely almost dropped it, then I was scared it was going to go in there and splash everywhere. We'll pop it just there for now, and it can stay there, okay? So you can have a look at that later on. Look how wobbly it is though. It's so wobbly. It's so cool. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour our wax in. It's at perfect temperature, okay? In fact, actually, I'm going to add just a teeny tiny bit more heat to this, just to bring it back up. And it is so fun to work with. Again, make sure all of the air is out of there. What I'm going to do, safety precaution, is make sure to take my cable out. Okay, so my cable has been removed from my melting pot. And then we're going to take it over onto a glass mat. Always make sure you're working onto a heat-proof surface, okay? And just before you do pour, pop thermometer back inside the wax just to see what temperatures you're working with, okay? It looks like I'm going to be pretty safe to work with this. You wouldn't want to be super, super hot going in here. So I'm going to pour a little bit just inside and look at how it is clear. If it's too hot, it would have cracked, but fingers crossed, I think we're okay. Look at that. Wow. It is amazing, okay? So I'm going to put this on top, and there you have it. There is your crystal clear candle. Now what you want to do is make sure to have this positioned in a place where it can cool on its own time. It will take anywhere from half an hour to 40 minutes to be fully set. It is that quick, okay? So no need to wait like 6-7 hours for it to cool down. It's going to cool really quickly. Now what I'm going to do is just put that just to one side off the edge of my desk. I can still move it at the moment. I'm going to put that over there. And I'm just going to put this to our side. There we go. And we're going to have a look at our multi-wick candle, okay? So this here is from Shop Bowl. This here is your bowl mould, okay? Inside here, you're going to be getting your brand new mould, which of course is the base and the lid together. It is an incredible one. Absolutely love this. So I'm going to grab 3 more wicks, and whilst we do so, we're also going to fill back up our melting pot. We're going to put some dye inside this one, okay? So let's go to our candle wax, and before I switch it on, I'm going to pop my wax in, okay? So I'm literally chopping it into our melting pot like this, okay? Look at that. It's so easy. It's so fun to work with. So I'm cutting off more than I probably need, but it also means I can just switch it back on again and reheat it. So whatever vessel you're using to melt your wax down, I would always have more than enough on the go. So you can always just go back to it, okay, and reheat it every time, because it doesn't matter how many times you heat it up. you can just keep going in. Here we are. So snip off that. And some more. I've done it in sort of finer flakes, if you like, or finer or smaller chunks, so it will heat up a little quicker for us. If you put it in one, if you just put that whole big block in like that, it's going to take a while for it to heat through because it's got to then work all the way through that candle. So let's get that heating on the go. I've got 3 wicks here for us. So what I'm going to do is I could either use 2 or let's go for 3. Let's do it, shall we? To make it a bit easier, I'm going to take 1 strip of red liner like this. Okay, I'm going to face it upright, so the adhesive is facing up towards us. There we go, like that. And I'm going to stand 1 in the center. Then I'm going to put, now I've got that stabilized, it makes it much easier to hold. I'm going to put 1 there. And then I'm also going to pop 1 just there as well. I'd love to see what you're all saying as well. I'm going to have a quick look at the comments whilst I'm doing this. Oh, my iPad's only on 5%, guys. So you need to get all your comments in as quickly as you can. My texture of gel is weird to touch. My daughter used to make gel candles. It's strange, but it's really therapeutic. I absolutely love the texture of it. Mr. Droop. Naming the candle Mr. Droop. Oh, has he got a name now? Where's he gone? He's gone. He's down behind me. So this is called Mr. Droop. He's called Mr. Droop now. And he's been around the office. Everyone's had a little go with it today. So it's literally split down the side. So we've had our laughs. We really have. It's brought a lot of fun to what's been an incredibly hectic and very busy day here today. And it's been nice as well that everybody at home's had a smile on their face. So thank you for joining in with us. We always like to have a laugh here and have fun with you guys. You are the reason why we are here, and we wouldn't be here without you. So your continued support means so much, but the fact we can share a laugh, I'm just beginning to imagine what the show would have been like if Mel was with me. Oh my goodness. I think she'd have had to have the rest of the day off. Honestly, she would. Let's have a little look. Loads of you getting involved. Oh, Karen. I can't read that one out. I'm sorry, I can't, but it ends with wobbler. But Barbara, amazing. Oh, bless Barbara. That's very kind of you. Oh my goodness, I definitely can't continue to... Mr. Floppy. Right, okay. Guys, I'm trying to stay professional and you're putting words like that in the comments. What am I supposed to do with that information? Right, okay, so we've got our candle wax almost fully melted. I'm going to work in with our red liner tape, okay? Going to snip off the edges like this, okay? So I'm now separating all of my wicks, just like this, okay? I'm just going to trim off that little section just there. And then I'm going to put 1 in first, okay? I'm going to start with 1. Just get those little bits out of there for us. I'm going to put 1. I don't want it to be too close to the edge of my candle, so I'm going to position it here to begin with. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is show you how efficient this tool is. I'm going to bring in, probably around about the 3rd. Will that do it for us? Yeah. I'm going to say, in fact, actually, let's go for that one there. Perfect. Now I can see where the rest of them need to go now. It's shop holder to get hold of your holders. You're going to get 3 in total in there. You're going to get your long one, you're going to get your one with 3 arms, and the one with 4 arms, okay? So then I'm going to place this one around about there for us. Okay, so let's just take that away, thread that one there back through, and I'm getting them all evenly spaced, okay? So I'm going to pop that down into my resin mold like that. And then I'm also going to put in my, we don't need them to be that long, okay? We can trim them down a little bit because, of course, when they're super long like that, it's just going to make it want to lean over, and we don't want to encourage that. So what we're going to do is trim them down. Now my 4th, or should I say 3rd one, is going to go now straight onto the base of this one. And look how easy it was to actually distribute all of these out together. And I'd love to hear from you as well about your candle making journeys. Is it something you've just got into? Is it something that you've started? Are you doing it with friends? Candle making was something that I absolutely always wanted to get involved with. Hadn't done a great deal of it. And then within the last year or so, really started to get into it, and it became such a big trend. My friends wanted to do it with me of an evening. We'd all do candle making. Family as well. Family that don't even craft wanted to do candle making, to have a go with it and make something lovely for their home. You can see now we've got a 3-wick candle there on display. Look at how it all dries on things, but then look, it just comes off so easily. It's non-toxic as well, so don't worry about it being on your skin. I'm just going to check the temperature now of my wax that I've got melted. So I'm going to pop my thermometer back inside my pot. Just have a look and see what parameters we're working with. Make sure we're over 60 degrees but under 100. There we go. Oh, we've shot up there to around about 80. So it's come up quite high actually. So what I'm going to do to bring it back down is do some gentle stirring. Whenever you do stirring like this, you will encourage it to cool down much quicker, okay? So stirring through just gently, and whilst it does cool, what I'm going to do is have a little read of some of our comments, if I dare, okay? It's having a look through. Oh, Fran says it looks great with clear shells or gemstones in. Absolutely, it does. In fact, the fact that you've mentioned that, what we're going to do is I'm going to pop my stirrer to one side. Let's get some of those dried flowers and pop some of those in. Oh, droopy candles and droopy wick, says Karen Halbert. Bless you. Oh my goodness, everyone getting involved now. Let's have a little look. Do you know what? It's wonderful as well to see the community that's been built amongst you all, especially when you're sharing your own personal stories and everything for that matter. It's great to see, so please keep it up. It's wonderful. What I'm going to do is I've got in here somewhere a little pot with my flowers in. Okay, so I've got my teeny tiny little flowers. This is shop flower. It's £14.99 for this one, okay? And I'm going to sprinkle these in here. And you know what as well? I've got a bit of a teaser for you after this, because tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm launching, guess what? Brand new Cadence. Brand new Cadence is launching here tomorrow at 8 a.m. I've got a little update as well alongside that. Only 2 left of the bundle, okay? That is our official... Oh. Of the flowers, sorry. The flowers. We've only got 2 left of the flowers. Oh my goodness, guys. I thought there was way more than that. Only 2 left of shop flower. These are brilliant. You absolutely need them for your candle making. I'm now going to put in some of our Gypsophilia sprigs. Okay, so they're going to sit down in the bottom of our candle. We'll put that one in through here. Some of these might float, which is fine, because we can always add more to it afterwards. That's gone inside there, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it in. And then I'm going to take some more of our sprigs. There we go. Pop another one inside there. We've got our bunny tails. I'm going to save those for another project, but I'm going to go in with a bit more of these because these are just wonderful. So shop flower, $14.99 for that full display of dry flowers with your twine and your tags, bunny tails, the lot, all in there for you. Incredible deal. But as I was saying, we have got a brand new launch of Cadence tomorrow. I know, right? The ink sprays that launched, I think, was Wednesday. We've now got the final release of all of the colours launching for you at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Be there or be square, or be there or miss out, because it's literally the ones that we have that we launched. There's only a few of those left. They will be on the show tomorrow. There's not a great deal of them. But again, please make sure to get involved and check out. Oh, Jonathan says, quick question, David. Can you use Cadence Dora Metallic on leather? Oh, great question. The Dora Metallic, as long as it's your hybrid metallic, yes, you can do. On leather, whether if it's faux leather or real leather, you can still use it on either one of those. Just make sure it's not a leather surface that gets heavy traffic. So I wouldn't recommend it for like, I'm going to say, like leather shoes that you might go out walking in that are exposed to water all the time and things like that. It might not withstand as well, but yes, it will go directly onto leather. It's a hybrid. It will adhere if it's a standard Dora. No, it won't. It has to be the hybrid variety. But thanks for getting in touch, Jonathan. Always do ask your questions. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is go in with our clear candle medium, okay? So we're going to pour this into our resin cast project. So I'm going to start from the side. It might not be enough. We can always pour down some more if we need to. So let's pop this directly into here. Look at that. Now what I'm going to do is just make sure to hold some of these down as it fills, okay? Because this is like heavier and denser than water. And it's also thick as well. So let's pour this in. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So everything is stayed, suspended inside the actual wax. It is brilliant. And look as well how it already starts to set on the spout. It's already going off. It's so quick. So that there is our second candle made, filled with, of course, all of our flowers. Now what we can do at this point, of course, is just check on it and move any bits around that we want to. So I can go in and start to shift them, okay? Find out where I want them to go, just like this. Look at that. So this mould is going to be incredible for your projects. Move those flowers a little bit further this way. I can feel it's already starting to set, okay? What you could do, which might be really interesting, I've got a pipette here. As it starts to cool, you could go down into the bottom and pump some bubbles into it. So you could actually keep a few bubbles in there. As that starts to cure and go off, you could go right in and pop some bubbles in. Let's actually try and go into this one that we did not long ago. If you're able to see from the side, Sam, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but let's have a look and see what happens, shall we? I'm going to go down here and pop a bubble in it. Oh, look at that. I'm putting bubbles actually inside the candle. Go down again. Little bubble like that. And you can see how it's starting to say suspended inside the candle. That just needs to cool a little bit more. And now we'll be able to actually keep those bubbles. Look at that. We've now got bubbles inside the candle. We can keep our bubbles inside there. That is amazing. I love that. So again, you can put your own bubbles inside it. The candle wax itself is shop gel. It's £17.99. You're saving £4 on this one for your 500 gram bag of your clear candle gel. It's so easy to work with. It cleans up super easy. It's really cost effective, and you can see it goes such a long way, but it's crystal clear as well. So when you're working with your candles, when you go to light them, of course, you can use it. It will burn perfectly fine. You can see there, that one there is now lit. We can work with that really easily. It works the exact same way that wax does, of course, but again, you can use it for suspending all of your decorative embellishments in it, like we did with this one here, which came out so well. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Now, for those of you who want the bundle, I don't know if there is any left. It's showing sold out. Oh, we've got 4, okay. Hopefully that's right, but it does mean that 4 of you can get hold of the bundle, okay. So 4 of you today could be, of course, in with the opportunity to get it. I'm just going to share with you again those trinket molds that we have. This here is shop trinket. You're going to get your hexagon, your square, and your heart mold inside here, okay. Oh, we think they've gone as well, everybody. We've not really got much left. We do have only, like I said though, over 1/3 of the stock of the gel wax is gone. And also as well, we only have now a final few remaining of our bundle. It has been so busy today. Let's just take some time to have a look at these beautiful projects. This is with, of course, the glass jar that comes with your bundle. We've got micas inside here, giving us that wonderful glistening effect there. You can see you've got that antique gold with the copper in. It's wonderful because it stays transparent, but it gives it the tint. Talking of colouring as well, we also have shop colour, which is £54. The entire collection of the colours on here for you today, which is a great deal because you're going to get all 9 of those colours for just £54. It's shop colour. You can use these in your candle wax. You can use them in your clear candle as well if you want to tint it or colour it. It's entirely up to you how you want to work with it. In fact, whilst you're just looking at those, I'm going to quickly plug back in my burner, in my melting pot, and see if I can get any more melted down in time before the end of the show, because we can still add our coloured dyes to these and create stunning effects. So I'm just going to pour a little bit inside there, get that all ready to go for us. Let's just see if we've got any of you on the comments. Oh, you're still with me? I've got 1% left. Fran says, David, you've done very well keeping it together tonight. Yes, I have, and thank you for your support as well. Unlike us, says Stephanie. Honestly, it has been a wonderful evening, and the iPad probably won't last until the very end, but I just want you to know it has been a wonderful show. But please stay with us, because I'll still be here, even if the iPad's not. Again, that gel wax, you've got to get it now. It is just £17.99 for 500 grams of that incredible wax medium, okay? My actual resin cast project, you can see, Sam's having a little play with that. That's almost already set. I'm going to leave that now to dry just to one side. I'm going to grab another one of our jars, because you can get 8, so you can get 6 of these dessert glass jars for £8.99, okay? They're incredible. I love these to bits. What I'm going to do, I'm taking the lid off, and again, I'm just going to go in with a wipe just to clean the interior of it first, okay? And as my wax is starting to melt, I'm just going to keep a little eye on it, making sure periodically to stir it through, make sure it's all melting nicely for us. I'm going to turn it off as it just comes up to temperature, because the temperature now should let the rest of that start to melt. I'm then going to get a tissue or a bit of kitchen towel, and take off any moisture. You're removing dust, you're removing grease. Sometimes glassware can do something called leaching, where basically as the glass itself is cured after the manufacturing process, it can excrete certain oils onto the surface. Sam's laughing. Sam, what are you laughing at? Go on.
Stephanie's just said, Sam, stay away from the candle.
Sam, stay back. I love that everyone gets so concerned as well. But it makes this sort of almost like a white vinegar scent on the surface, and it almost feels a little bit non-stick. Now, what you're trying to do with this is remove that, okay, and get it gone. Now, with the colours that we just had a look at, I'm going to dip a little bit inside this wax that we've got. So shall we do it and see what happens? I'm going to go in with some of our red, okay, which is shop colour for you. I'm going to put some of the red inside here. I'm going to pop it inside that clear gel medium, okay, so we've got a small portion of it just in there, and let's start to melt it through. Look at this. So it's starting to mix fully with our clear gel, giving it a wonderful tint, okay. I'm going to keep going until this little section here has started to melt, because look, I've still got a little bit there that's just about to go and melt. I'm going to put a little bit of the rosy red inside here too. We can lift that colour a little bit. Put a bit more in. There we go.
Fran's asked, should you warm the glass jar?
Oh yes, you can do, absolutely. Now, if you were to be a first-time candle maker, you can absolutely heat your glass jar on application. It's always a wise idea to do so. It's quite warm in here, so these are more than room temperature, but if you're working in a cooler climate, maybe you're working in an area there's a bit of a draft, or you've got the windows open and your glassware is cool, it's always wise to put a heat gun or a hairdryer into them to bring them up to warm temperature. You could just put a bit of hot water in there and dry them out, and it'll make them nice and hot. It just means that that wax then isn't touching a very cold surface on instant contact. I tend to do that more so when I'm working with soy wax or paraffin wax than I do, of course, with the fabulous gel wax, because with your gel wax as it sets, you don't get as much shrinking or tunneling with your wick. Now, tunneling is where, when you've created a candle like this, what can happen is with soy wax or paraffin wax, as it sets, sometimes with the wick, it can draw down in the middle, and that's where you've gone into a cold candle jar and it's shocked it a little bit and it's shrinking in. If you go in with a clear gel wax, it doesn't tend to happen at all, because you can see these on here, I've gone straight in, didn't heat the jar, and you still get a fabulous result. So if I'm quite honest, it's far, far easier to work with. I'm going to quickly, just because we've only got 3 minutes left, I'm just going to grab another one of my wicks, okay, and I've tinted my wax, and I'm going to go in with a bit of red liner tape. I've got wax on my fingers now, this is going to be fun and games. I've stuck it to my table. Guys, it's been a day. It's been a day today, and I've got an even busier one lined up tomorrow. I cannot wait though, because there's so much to look forward to. I got here this morning at 7, and I was looking and I was thinking, oh my goodness, we have got a crazy day lined up on Friday, and you know what, this day has gone so fast. I cannot tell you how fast it's gone, but I've got lots to get ready and lots to look forward to for tomorrow morning, so you've got to be there, okay, to join us for the show. We're all going to be here, so don't miss out. Okay, I'm going to grab another piece of red liner tape because I didn't want to play ball. And I only have 2 minutes to make a candle, everybody. Do you think I can do it?
Wendy's asked, how tall are the glass jars?
Oh, the little glass jars. The height of those, Wendy, from top to bottom, is 3 inches exactly. Okay, 3 inches in height for your little dessert jars. A great size, they're just $8.99 for a pack of 6 of those. A great question though, because I don't think I covered off the size at the start. There we go. And let's just take this one off. I don't actually need a wick because I was just going to show you the gel, but I thought it would look nice because we could always light it another time. So I'm going to take this red liner. I've got so much wax on my fingers. Everybody is probably at home thinking, I've been here too at one point where I couldn't get the backing of a tape off. There we go. We've got it. My fingers were just so slippery. I'm just going to poke that down into the bottom here, pour in my coloured wax because we've tinted it into our wonderful orangey yellow colour. Let's pour this into our glass jar so you can see that we've now got a colourised and tinted colour of our fabulous candle gel. So you can still colorise it, you can add your micas to it, you can add all of your tints to it so easily. But look at this, it's almost like a little honey pot, isn't it? I would of course use my wick stabiliser, which does come in your bundle, directly over the top of it like that. Snip it from of course the top, and then you've got your candle ready to go. How cool is that? A massive thank you to each and every one of you. Unfortunately, I've lost you on here. But of course, you're all still there in the comments. So thank you so much for joining me. I've absolutely loved spending the time with you today. It's been fabulous. We're going to do it all again tomorrow, though, and even more so because I'm going to be back with you at 8 a.m. with brand new Cadence. I'm going to be back at 9 a.m. with brand new MCS. We've then got emblems for you as well. And then I'm going to be back with you at 11 o'clock with Cadence again, 12 o'clock with an amazing mould show, and then Emblems is going to take us through the last hour on Friday at 1 o'clock whilst I lay on the floor somewhere and get ready for Makeover Monday. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful day. I've thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. Please send us pictures of your candle projects. I'll see you very soon, but make sure to check out those baskets because there's hardly any left. Take care, everyone.